Stop doing random marketing tactics, do this instead. You see all these different pieces, social media, email, ads, content, and honestly, you have no idea how they fit together. It's overwhelming. Many business owners I talk to feel this way. They know they need to market their business, but they get stuck in a cycle of trying a little of this and a little of that without ever seeing real results. This leads to frustration, wasted money, and, well, a feeling that maybe growing a business is just too hard. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? What if there was a simpler, more direct path to getting more customers and growing your revenue? The truth is, successful marketing isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing the right things in the right order. It's about having a clear, repeatable system. Today, I want to show you exactly what that looks like. We are going to look at two very different businesses. One is a local service-based business, a dental office. The other is a business-to-business company, a consulting agency, much like the Impact Library. These examples will show you that the core principles of great marketing work for anyone, in any industry. You just need to understand the blueprint and apply it correctly. Imagine a dental hygienist named Marley. She was great at her job, but she saw a problem. The dental office where she worked struggled to get new patients. Their social media was a ghost town of generic tips about brushing your teeth. It wasn't working. At the same time, think about a marketing consultant who is just starting out. They have skills but no clients. They know they can help other businesses, but they don't know how to reach them. These two scenarios might seem worlds apart, but the solution to their problems is fundamentally the same. They both need a system. Throughout this essay, we are going to unpack that system step by step. I will show you how Marley transformed that dental office's marketing from forgettable to fantastic. I will also give you the exact blueprint that a new marketing agency can use to land its first high-value clients. These aren't just theories. These are proven strategies, broken down into simple, actionable steps that you can start using in your own business today, right after you finish reading. So grab a coffee, get ready to take some notes, and let's unlock your business growth. Stop doing boring social media posts. Do this instead. Like many local businesses, this dental office thought having a social media presence was enough. They posted things like, "Remember to floss," and "Did you know you should brush for 2 minutes?" This is what I call spray and pray marketing. You're just throwing information out there and hoping someone, somewhere pays attention. The problem is, nobody does. This type of content is boring. It doesn't connect with people on an emotional level. It doesn't tell a story, and it certainly doesn't make anyone pick up the phone to book an appointment. It's just noise. The shift happened when Marley Jacks, the hygienist, took over their social media. She knew that to get people's attention, you had to be different, you had to be memorable. She understood a key marketing principle. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. Generic dental facts don't build that connection, so she stopped posting them. Instead, she started telling stories. She created a personality for the office. She wanted to show that the people behind the dental drills were real, relatable, and even fun. This was a radical change in strategy, moving from information to entertainment and connection. So, what did she do? She started a series of funny posts about the office's pet goldfish. She gave the fish a name and a personality. She posted little stories about its adventures in the tank. People started to comment, they started to laugh, they started to engage. It was completely unexpected for a dental office, and that's exactly why it worked. It stopped the scroll. It made people remember that specific dental office. They weren't just the place you went for a cleaning, they were the place with the funny goldfish. This simple, creative idea began to build a community around the brand. This story perfectly illustrates the power of creative content. Your business doesn't have to be exciting to have exciting marketing. You just need to find a unique angle. Marley didn't need a huge budget. She didn't need fancy equipment. She just needed an idea that would make people feel something. The result? The office's online engagement skyrocketed. More importantly, this newfound attention translated into real-world results. People felt like they knew the team, so when they needed a dentist, they chose the one they felt a connection with. The appointment book started to fill up, all thanks to a goldfish. Stop trying to sell to everyone. Do this instead. You need to know who you're talking to. This is the single most important step, and it's the one most businesses get wrong. They try to sell to everyone. When you try to be everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to no one. Your message becomes generic, your offer becomes weak, and your marketing budget gets wasted. The first non-negotiable step in any successful marketing strategy is to clearly and narrowly define your target audience. You need to identify your perfect customer. For a new business, this can feel daunting. You might think, I'll take any customer I can get. That's a trap. A better approach is to look inward. What groups do you belong to? What industries do you understand deeply? Maybe you were a real estate agent for 10 years before starting your marketing agency. If so, real estate agents are your perfect target audience. You understand their problems, you speak their language, and you already have credibility in their world. Starting with a market you already know gives you an incredible unfair advantage. Don't try to learn a new industry while also trying to build a new business. For an existing business, the process is even more straightforward. You already have the data you need. Look at your current customer list. Identify the top 20% of your clients, the ones who are the most profitable, the easiest to work with, and the ones who get the best results from your service. These are your ideal customers. Your entire goal now is to find more people exactly like them. Analyze them. What are their demographics? What are their job titles? What are their biggest challenges? What goals are they trying to achieve? Build a detailed profile or avatar of this person. Once you have this crystal clear picture of your who, every other marketing decision becomes 10 times easier. You'll know exactly what kind of content to create because you know what problems they face. You'll know where to advertise because you know what social media platforms they use and what websites they visit. You'll know how to write your sales copy because you know their pains and their aspirations. Defining your audience isn't just a box to check, it is the fundamental building block upon which all of your future growth will be built. Get this right, and everything else falls into place. You need to watch this if you struggle with crafting an offer that truly stands out. Once you know exactly who you are talking to, the next step is to figure out what you are going to say. This is your offer. And I don't just mean your product or service. Your offer is the unique solution you provide to your target audience's biggest, most painful problem. A weak offer is something like, we provide marketing services. A strong offer is, we help residential real estate agents get 5 to 10 qualified seller leads every month using targeted LinkedIn campaigns. See the difference? One is vague and forgettable. The other is specific, desirable, and speaks directly to the needs of a defined audience. To craft an irresistible offer, you have to go back to your customer avatar. What keeps them up at night? What is the one big obstacle standing between them and their goals? Your offer must be the bridge that gets them from their current pain to their desired future state. Don't just list the features of what you do. For example, don't say we run Facebook ads. Instead, focus on the outcome. Say we get new patients in your dental chairs. People don't buy drills, they buy the holes. Sell the outcome, not the process. This is the key to making your service seem essential rather than just a nice to have. A great way to structure your offer is to focus on one core solution. Many businesses, especially service-based ones, make the mistake of offering a huge menu of options. They offer SEO, social media management, email marketing, web design, and 10 other things. This confuses the customer and positions you as a generalist. It's far more powerful to be a specialist. Pick the one service that delivers the most value, is the most profitable for you, and is the most scalable. Focus all your marketing energy on selling that one high-impact offer. You can always upsell clients into other services later. Your offer also needs to be believable. You can't just promise the world. You need to reduce the risk for the potential buyer. This can be done through testimonials, case studies, or guarantees. Show them proof that you've helped other people just like them achieve the result they desire. For example, a marketing agency could offer a portfolio of successful client campaigns. The dental office could showcase before and after smile transformations. Your offer is the heart of your marketing message. Make it clear, compelling, and credible, and you will have a constant stream of people eager to work with you. You need to hear this if you're a marketing agency owner or consultant looking for predictable growth. Now let's apply these concepts to our second business example, which is the marketing agency. This could be, a one-person consultancy or maybe a small team. They have the skills, but what they really need is a predictable system for attracting high-value clients. Trying to get clients through random networking or cold calling is honestly inefficient and pretty demoralizing. A system, on the other hand, is like a machine you build once that works for you around the clock, 24/7. The goal here is not to work harder, but to build a smarter process that generates leads and sales consistently, month after month. The first part of the system is identifying the ideal client, just as we discussed earlier. Let's say our agency owner decides to target established consultants who sell high-ticket coaching programs. They know these consultants struggle with lead generation. Next, they craft their irresistible offer. We build automated webinar funnels for consultants that generate a predictable stream of qualified sales calls every single week. This offer is specific. It targets a clear pain point, unpredictable leads, and it promises a highly desirable outcome, which is predictable sales calls. This becomes a solid foundation for their entire marketing system. The next piece of the system is the lead magnet. So, a lead magnet is a valuable piece of content that you give away for free in exchange for someone's email address. For our agency, a perfect lead magnet would be something like the 7-step webinar funnel cheat sheet for high-ticket consultants. This is incredibly valuable to their target audience. They promote this cheat sheet on platforms where their ideal clients hang out, like LinkedIn. They can post valuable content on LinkedIn and then, in the post, mention the free cheat sheet as a way for people to learn more. This is how you turn passive content viewers into active leads. Once someone downloads the cheat sheet, they enter the next part of the system, the email nurture sequence. This is a series of automated emails sent over several days or weeks. These emails aren't just sales pitches, they provide more value, build trust, and establish the agency as an authority. For example, the emails could share more tips on running successful webinars, showcase a case study of a client they helped, and address common objections. The final email in the sequence then invites the lead to book a free, no-obligation strategy call to discuss how the agency can help them implement these strategies. This entire process, from LinkedIn post to booked call, is automated and scalable. This is why you need a content machine for your business. Whether you're a dental office or a marketing agency, you need content to fuel your marketing system. Content is how you attract your audience, demonstrate your expertise, and build the trust necessary for someone to buy from you. But many business owners get paralyzed by content creation. They don't know what to talk about, or they think it needs to be perfect. Let me be clear, done is better than perfect. The key is to create a simple, repeatable process for generating content ideas and turning them into posts, videos, or articles consistently. The easiest way to generate endless content ideas is to simply answer your customers' questions. Just get a piece of paper or open a document and write down every single question your ideal customer has ever asked you. What are they confused about? What are they afraid of? What are their goals? What obstacles are in their way? Each one of these questions is a potential piece of content. For the dental office, questions might be, do whitening strips really work, or is a root canal painful? For the marketing agency, it might be, how much should I spend on ads? Or does LinkedIn marketing actually work? Once you have your list of questions, you can create content that answers them. This positions you as a helpful expert, not a pushy salesperson. You are providing value up front, which builds immense goodwill. Marley Jacks did this with her goldfish story, but in a more creative way. She answered the unspoken question, is this dental office a friendly, human place? You can be direct or creative, but the goal is the same. Address the concerns and interests of your audience. Don't overthink the format. You can write a short text post, film a simple video on your phone, or design a basic graphic. The medium is less important than the message. The final step is to create a content calendar. Don't just create content whenever you feel inspired. That's a recipe for inconsistency. Plan it out. Decide you're going to post 3 times a week. On Monday, you'll answer a common question. On Wednesday, you'll share a client success story or a patient testimonial. On Friday, you'll do something fun and personal, like the goldfish story, to show the human side of your brand. A simple plan like this removes the daily stress of figuring out what to post and turns content creation into a manageable, sustainable habit. This is how you build a true content machine. If you're a business owner, then you need to know which digital tools will actually move the needle for your marketing. To execute your marketing system, you're going to need a few digital tools. The technology landscape can seem incredibly complex, with thousands of apps and platforms all claiming to be the magic solution. The good news is you don't need 100 different tools. In fact, for most small businesses, you only need a handful of key platforms to run an incredibly effective marketing operation. The goal is to choose simple, proven tools that get the job done without adding unnecessary complexity or cost to your business. Let's focus on the essentials. First, you need a home base for your content. For most businesses, this means choosing 1 or 2 social media platforms, where your ideal customers spend their time. If you're the B2B marketing agency targeting consultants, that platform is almost certainly LinkedIn. If you're the local dental office, it's more likely to be Facebook or Instagram, where you can connect with people in your community. Don't try to be on every single platform. Master one. Learn its algorithm, understand its culture, and focus your energy there. It's better to be a star on one platform than a ghost on 5. Second, you need a way to capture leads and communicate with them. This means you need a simple landing page builder and an email marketing service. A landing page is a single web page designed for one purpose, to get someone to take a specific action, like downloading your lead magnet. An email marketing service allows you to automatically collect those email addresses and send your nurture sequence. There are all-in-one platforms like HighLevel that combine these features, or you can use separate tools like MailChimp for email and Leadpages for landing pages. The specific tool is less important than its function in your system. Finally, you need a way to schedule appointments. The back and forth of trying to find a meeting time over email is inefficient and unprofessional. A simple scheduling tool like Calendly or Acuity Scheduling is a game changer. You simply send a link, and your potential client can see your availability and book a call directly in your calendar. This simple tool streamlines the final step of your funnel, making it incredibly easy for a warm lead to take the next step and talk to you. These 3 components, a social platform, an email or landing page tool, and a scheduler, form the complete tech stack for a powerful automated marketing system. Stop overcomplicating your marketing. Do this simple funnel instead. Now we have all the pieces. We know our audience, we have our offer, we have our content plan, and we have our tools. The final step is to assemble them into a cohesive marketing funnel. A funnel is simply the journey you guide a potential customer on, from being a complete stranger to becoming a paying client. It's not as complicated as it sounds. We can visualize it as a simple, logical progression. Understanding this flow is critical because it allows you to see how each piece of your marketing works together to achieve your ultimate goal, growing your business. The top of your funnel is where you attract attention. This is your content on your chosen social media platform. Your LinkedIn posts or your Facebook stories about the office goldfish. The goal here is broad awareness. You are putting valuable, interesting, or entertaining content out into the world to get in front of your ideal customers. A small percentage of the people who see this content will be interested enough to want more. This is where you introduce your call to action, which leads them to the next stage of the funnel. The middle of the funnel is where you convert attention into leads. This is your landing page with your irresistible lead magnet. The call to action from your social media post, click the link in my bio to get my free cheat sheet, sends people here. In this stage, you are trading value for contact information. You give them the cheat sheet, the guide, or the playbook, and in return, they give you their email address. They have now moved from being a passive follower to an active lead. They have raised their hand and identified themselves as someone who is interested in the solution you provide. The bottom of the funnel is where you convert leads into customers. This is your email nurture sequence and your scheduling tool. Once they are on your email list, you begin building a deeper relationship with them. You provide more value, build trust, and demonstrate your authority. The final step in your email sequence is the call to action to book a strategy call or an appointment. This is the sales conversion. By the time someone gets on a call with you, they are not a cold lead. They know who you are, they understand the value you provide, and they are pre-sold on the idea of working with you. This simple 3-stage funnel is a powerful and repeatable system for growth. You need to hear this if you're an entrepreneur ready to grow. It's time to move from learning to doing. We've covered a lot of ground today. We've seen how a dental office can use creative storytelling to fill its appointment book. We've laid out the exact blueprint for a marketing agency to get a predictable stream of high-value clients. We've broken down the essential steps: defining your audience, crafting your offer, creating content, choosing your tools, and assembling it all into a simple, effective funnel. You now have the knowledge and the framework. You have the map. But a map is useless if you don't take the first step of the journey. The biggest mistake I see entrepreneurs make is getting stuck in learning mode. They read every book, watch every video, and attend every webinar, but they never actually implement anything. They suffer from analysis paralysis, waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. Let me tell you a secret. There is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The perfect plan is the one you start executing today. Your first attempts might not be perfect. Your first video might be awkward. Your first landing page might be a little clunky. That's okay. It's better to have a flawed system that's running than a perfect system that only exists in your head. So, here is your challenge. I want you to take one thing you learned from this essay and implement it in the next 24 hours. Just one thing. Maybe it's sitting down for 30 minutes and writing out a detailed profile of your ideal customer. Maybe it's brainstorming 10 questions your customers always ask and turning one of them into a social media post. Maybe it's signing up for a free trial of an email marketing tool. Pick one small, manageable action and do it. Action creates momentum, and momentum is what builds successful businesses. You have the ability to achieve incredible growth. You don't need a massive budget or a huge team, you just need a clear system and the discipline to execute it consistently. The stories and strategies we've discussed today are not reserved for a special few. They are available to anyone who is willing to put in the work. Start small, stay consistent, and focus on providing real value to your audience. If you do that, you won't just be running a business, you'll be building a growth machine. Now stop reading and start doing. Your future customers are waiting.